Hello and welcome to Loving Me, Myself, and Life with me, Joan Misiak. So on November 1st, I turned 40. Now, normally, I don't even know how old I am. I have to do the math, subtract 30 from my firstborn's birth, age and things like that. Anyways, today I know how old I am because it's a big number. I don't know when we decided certain years deserved a little bit more attention than others, but I decided this year, why not go big this year? And I don't know. So for this year, it just seems like it's a big deal. I always love celebrating my birthday. I always find it's a good time. The thing is, I don't always celebrate, it's not about the age. It's just about celebrating life. It's another, year round on this earth. So I don't look at age as this bad thing, a number going up. I just look at it as a gauge of how much more experience I've gone through, how much more love I've got to give and to receive. Another year of awesome experiences and things along the way, and just another year of life. And so I always love to celebrate. I celebrate my birthday. I celebrate anybody's birthday that will let me celebrate the birthday. And it's a day to just celebrate how awesome you are, right? So this year, in full disclosure, I'm actually recording this before I'm 40 because my family and I are in Hawaii as this comes out today. So I've decided this year, why not go on a big family trip? And because it's the first one we've ever really gone away out of the country with the kiddos. So it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. And I look forward to sharing my experiences. I'm sure I'll have some life lessons as I travel with two kids. Luckily, they've been on an airplane before, so I know that that's going to be okay. But anyway, so for me, I'm just excited. Anyways, but age is just a number. And I always believe that it doesn't matter how old you get, you can always do whatever it is you want to do, to do more things. I'm reminded of Louise Hay, who started Hay House, a publishing company, in her 60s, published a book in her 60s. So any age, your dreams can happen. Your life is still livable at any age. As long as you're breathing, you can go out and do amazing things, big or small. So today I'm just here sharing with you, if you're maybe not loving the number that's on your driver's license or, your age, it's okay to be whatever age it is you are. Look at it as the number of your wisdom that you've created. It's those years of wisdom that you've had. I think back to when I was in my teens. Oh my goodness, my teens, 20s, and even my 30s. I've come so far. And I'm just so excited to see what the next years bring as well. But for now, I'm just celebrating in this moment of awesome that I've come this far. So like I said before, I don't normally know how old I am. For reals, I'm not kidding. People ask how old are you? And I'm like, I have to do the math. So this year, obviously, like I said, it's for some reason we've turned numbers into a thing, but heck man, I'm up for a good celebration. So also so what I'm getting at is I find my birthday is a great time to celebrate life. I celebrate life every day or almost every day. I'm a big fan of just any time you can celebrate. I'm big on just having a good time. But it is important to celebrate life. So I feel birthdays are a great time to just kind of think about how far you've come, what you've learned, what you experienced. And, you can even set intentions for the next year, whatever, but it's just really important to celebrate how far you've come. And I just think about a decade ago, 30, I was pregnant with my first child, just about to be introduced to them. And it was this really beautiful time in my life. And I remember my 30th birthday, my husband threw a surprise party for me. I went to the spa and he got the whole house cleaned and had it set up. So when I got back, I had like my friends around me for my 30th. I remember slightly being a little bummed because I have wanted to go somewhere warm on my birthday. Living in Canada, and at that time we were living in Ontario, so it was usually pretty cold in November. Not like snowing usually. Well, sometimes. Anyways, I always look forward to going somewhere warm for my birthday. But on my 30th is like I was pretty pregnant and it's like, well, that's not happening. And then, family, life, I'm now 40 and finally getting somewhere warm. So never give up in your dreams. So that was 10 years ago. And I just remember who I was in my 30s, like just turning 30. And I've become so far. Like there's just so much I've experienced. I've become a mom for twice, 2 kids now. And I've moved across the country, followed my heart. I've listened to my instincts more, my intuition, my heart. I'm so much more at peace in my life. Now, is everything perfect? I don't even like that word. No, it's not perfect because we're constantly changing and growing and evolving. So, if I'm blessed to reach 50, I look forward to seeing it's constant growth. And even I don't even wait that far. Like in a couple months, even it's just thinking about how much I'll grow and be at like such a different place in my life. Because every moment, every hour, every day, every week, every year, we're constantly changing and growing. So I just wanted to take a moment to just share that regardless of wherever you are in your journey, whatever number is on, whatever birthday is on your license, don't let that hold you back from doing the things you want to do. Like I said before, I wanted to go somewhere warm. I remember even my 25th birthday. I was single at the time. It was actually a few months just before meeting my now husband. And I was like, I want to go somewhere warm. But I was like, who do I take? And I couldn't find anybody. And it was it was a dream that I never took any steps to get there. And then, like I said, 30, I was very pregnant. So never give up. You can do anything you put your mind to. Age is just a number. And if you look at it as this beautiful thing of wisdom, then, it's so good. There's so many people that, I wish I had the list in front of me, but there's just, you can do big things or little things. You can do anything you want at any age. So if there's been something that you've been kind of wanting to do, but are kind of talking yourself out of it all the time, but deep down in your heart, it's something you want to do, take this podcast episode as a sign to take steps to get there. You can do anything you put your mind to. This trip of mine, and I was funny because when I was 25, I was I didn't care where. I actually thought it just kind of some resort in some warm Caribbean island or something like that. I had no real plans. And then over the couple of years, my family and I have talked about going to Hawaii. And now that we live on the West Coast, it's actually even closer to get there. So it's really not a big deal. But I'm doing it. So I know that might be that this little thing here might not seem like a big deal, especially if you travel a lot. But for us, this is our first big family vacation. So I'm very, very excited. And like I said, I've just been taking some time to really think about how far I've come. I used to be a people pleaser. And even in my 30s, I remember I was just thinking about it today, planning our wedding. I don't know why it popped up in my head, but I'm a completely different person than I was when my husband and I got married. And now doesn't mean that I'm a complete different person like you. Anyways, I've changed a lot. I remember doing things because I thought I was obligated to, when I didn't want to rock the boat. Now, our wedding planning actually was a good starting point, realizing that, no, this is the day that my husband and I, or soon to be husband at that time, right? are going to, this is our day. And there's actually a time where I just stopped telling people in my life what was going on with our wedding. Like they just needed to know what day it was and where, and everything else in between, like they'll be surprised. And I think I drove family members crazy, but they were driving me crazy. So I started to learn that's like, no, like I'm not sharing everything because I don't need everybody's opinions. It was based on my husband and I only. So I've learned a lot from there. So that's just over, like that was 10 years ago in June. So I've come a long, long way. The other thing is I look at 40 and I'm like, wow, I am healthier than I've been in a long time. I eat so much healthier. Now, mind you, in my 20s as well, before I met my husband, I found a good health, like I've always kind of been focusing on healthy. However, you always learn. Like I remember, I was in the craze of like fat free. And it's like now looking like, oh, that was a mistake. So it's lessons learned, right? It's like, okay, well, I followed people and things like that. But now I've really come to know that like I need to go inward more. So I need to I get, information and things from other people, but then I take it inside internally and be like, does this make sense? Does this feel right? So I have a better sense of me, what I need, and just like connecting to my intuition. And it's a really beautiful thing. So honestly, I am looking forward to this next chapter. And next year, I'll probably even forget how old I am again. Maybe not. But anyways, because again, for me, it's just a number. It's just how many years I've been around. And it used to be something, I was like, oh, I remember when I was in my teenage years, I'm like, I just wanted to get older. And I was like, oh, I can't wait till I'm an adult and things like that. I'm sure you had that experience. My kids even say that. I'm like, oh, guys, enjoy your childhood. Anyways, so we only have today, right? So I try my best to live every day within reason. I used to be that person. Oh, that was the other thing. In my 20s, I remember hanging out on after work with some buddies that I worked with, and I'd just be me and my wisdom was like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. So I lived a lot. I lived a lot in my 20s, and when I say that, I meant I didn't sleep at all. I'd go hard. I'd party hard. I'd lived hard. And I look back now going, okay, that was fun, but I've learned a lot since then. So embrace who you are in this moment, regardless of your age, where you've been, what you want to do, and be you in this moment. Celebrate what has happened, where you want to go, and just dream big. And don't forget to take action towards those dreams. It's so important. You can have big, beautiful dreams. Just don't forget to take them from if you wrote them down, which is one of the best ways to make them happen, by the way. We'll talk about that another time. But don't let it just die on the page. Take those dreams and take little steps towards the life that you want to live. And enjoy this present moment as it is, because it's only here right now. And that's what I do with my children too. They're in my life, and every day, as crazy as some days are, I always lean on. It's they're not going to be, 10. Hold on, sorry. They're not going to be 9 and 7 forever. I'm going to snuggle them and cuddle them and hang out with them as much as I can now, because you just never know, what our relationship is going to look like from days out, when they get older and they want to hang out with their friends more. So I just, I try to take every moment as it comes. Now, do I do this every day? Heck no. I'm human. But I try to take in those moments as much as possible. But at the same time, allow time for myself. So, even when we're away, our kids are going to go out and about, and we're going to have them hang out with a group and things like that. Well, with my husband and I can connect, or I can connect with myself. And it's allowing space for all. I hope this has helped and I haven't gone like rambling on. But embrace where you are right now in this life. We only got one life. And as sad as that might sound, or like, and it's not meant to be out of fear, it's just to like go out and enjoy your life as it is right now. And then take steps towards the life you'd really like to have. And then you can look back a year, 2, 5, 10, and go, wow, look how far I've come. Because that's really what's happening. I think back to let's go to my 30s again. I was going through my empowerment training. I signed up just before I found out that I was pregnant. And throughout the birth of my first child, and actually my second, I was taking this course. So like I really grew through that experience. Like I became a mom twice, and I was going through this empowerment course that really like went into my core, and I healed so many areas of my life, and just continue taking those tools with me today, and then helping others as well. And it's just been this beautiful thing. But the thing is, it's all about growth. Like I look back going, wow, like I'm such a different person. And it's all because, well, one, I really wanted to be a mom, so that happened. But also I signed up for a course that I felt called to. So whatever you feel called to, like I said, like I know deep within me when something feels right. And it's just like, I go for it. I talked about it in the episode about getting uncomfortable. And it's just listening to your own body, your own heart, and then taking steps. So wherever you are, it's all good. It's perfectly where you need to be. And if you're listening to this episode, I feel like you're being called to take that next step towards the dream, the goals that you have in your life that you may have either put on the back burner to do other things. Maybe life just got busy, and maybe it's time to pick up those dreams now and take one step towards them. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm so grateful for you. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye for now.